Hey, what's up, guys? It's your boy ChronicTurbo. Here we are at Posner, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat over in Davenport or Haines City, depending on what you call it. I'll put the address and everything in the video and the description so you can get down here and purchase this 2026 Ram RHO. It's a baby TRX. It's a beautiful vehicle. If you don't have TRX money, but you want the styling and at least some performance, you get this. It does have the high output Hurricane engine, and it's an absolutely gnarly machine. I'll get into some of the specs as we go over the review, talk about this vehicle a lot more. Of course, get the dealership in the backdrop, get you a good look at the vehicle. Just look at it. It's absolutely gorgeous, man. Come on. But that's enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into this interview. Well, I keep saying interview, but it's actually but reviews are like interviews for cars. They just can't talk. All right, see you guys. All right, first of all, let's get into this vehicle. It is painted in the Serrano green metallic exterior paint. It is absolutely stunning to look at. I know I've been doing a lot of green cars lately, and it's just like a bottle green color. It is pretty gnarly. If you would look at this and you don't know anything about trucks, you would probably think it was a TRX or something like that until you see the Hurricane high output badge. But this is a RHO. This is an absolute beast of a truck. We'll talk more about the specs once we get up under the hood, but of course, let's talk about everything as far as like the dimensions and outside of the vehicle. You do have flat black going across the grille. You have these tow hooks, large and massive and pretty sturdy up front. You have a skid plate under here. This is also metal, as you can hear me knocking on it. Of course, you have your radar sensor up here up front for your adaptive cruise control and, you know, all your parking sensors and so on and so forth. But this vehicle does have a nice stance to it. You do have your Ram logo with your air pass-through, so you can still feed air into that engine. And of course, you have a functional hood scoop right there with your amber lighting because the vehicle is so wide, so it is mandated to have that, kind of like the Raptor. You have LED lighting up front, and just look at the design. I like to have like that little L on the inside, kind of reminiscent of the Mustang in a sense, but it is its own flavor. You do have fog lamps down here at the bottom as well. You're starting to see that go away on a lot of models, but it's nice that you still have that here. Some more of those amber lights because of the fender flares and how wide this vehicle actually is. So there we are. And as for the wheels, we do have 18-inch rims on here. Black. Very nice, honestly. I think they go pretty well with the overall aesthetic of the vehicle. 325s on the front, 325s on the rear. It's a pretty damn large tire. And of course, give you a good view up under there. And then you have a functional vent right here as well. It's also in flat black, but it looks pretty good. You do have gloss black on the mirror caps, which is shocking, but you do have flat black at the bottom. So it does have a nice little contrast compared to this green that is on the vehicle. And then of course, you got your camera right there. And you got another one right there. Well, actually, this is your light. This is not your camera. This is your puddle lamp. That's your camera right there. Keyless entry, remote start. You have all of those features on this vehicle. We'll get into pricing as well once we get inside. It is super hot outside. RHO, right on the side. It is a decal. It's not super visible because of the color of the vehicle, but if it was in white, you'll see it from a mile away. But let me back up so I can give you a good look at the side view. This thing is absolutely large and gnarly. Here you are. Bilstein shocks, Ram performance. You guys can see it. I like to show you everything that's about these little off-road trucks that you would think would be necessary. And of course, you have a 5.7 foot bed on here as well. It is lined, so you don't have to worry about scratching the paint or anything. So that's very nice. It is a drop-in liner. It's not spray-in, but to me, it works just as well. Not much going on in a way. You do have some tie-down hooks right there, and you do have some lighting back here, but not much extra storage. You don't have any little nooks and crannies that you could jam things into, but that's okay. This is an off-road truck. Big, massive black painted exhaust tips as well. I'll put a sound clip in so you can see how that sounds. And of course, you have your tow hooks back here as well, but sound clip incoming. course, you have your trailer hitch right there with your connections right there for your trailer. Here's that spare tire, full size spare tire, by the way. So if you're not getting cheaped out on that, as expected with an off-road vehicle as this. Here's your backup camera. I had to clean it off a little bit. It's love bug season. Full LEDs on the tail lamps. You do have a fake vent right here, but it looks pretty nice, so can't really take off any points for that. And it's on both sides, so it looks damn good. Flat black on the rear bumper as well, so you don't have to worry about scratching any paint. It does give it that more rugged look, which is nice. Ram, huge, and in black. 4x4 RHO, so everybody knows what you're driving. Let me give another side view over here. Now, let's go ahead and get into the dimensions of this beast. We're looking at a total length of 233.7 inches. Overall width is 88 inches. Height is 81.9. Wheelbase is 145.1, so that's between the wheels. And bed length is, like I said, 5.7 inches. So it's a pretty beefy and bad boy. And of course, ground clearance is 11.8 inches, so that's a ton of ground clearance. I got a size 13 foot, and it makes it look small. You got plenty of space underneath. You can actually lay up under there. You could crawl up under there. You know, do whatever you have to do. If you were getting, like out the movie Jurassic World, when he was getting chased by the Indominus Rex, he hid up under the truck. You could do that here too, even though it's going to find you. But let's go ahead and pop the hood. We're going to talk about the specs under there. I'll be right back. Okay, here we are, that twin turbo inline six. We're talking a high output engine, 540 horsepower, 521 pound-feet of torque. It is a bit down in power compared to the six pack, but it's a pickup truck. It's not supposed to be competing with that car at all whatsoever. But 8-speed automatic transmission, 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds, and a top speed which is limited to 118 miles per hour. Fuel economy, looking at 14 in the city, 16 on the highway for 15 combined. Fuel tank is 33 gallons. So it's actually pretty decent. Curb weight is 6,294 pounds. And you got a max towing capacity of 8,360 pounds with a payload capacity of 1,510. So this thing is meant to work and have fun. Look at this huge air box right here. It is massive. Feeds a ton of air to that engine. It's already twin turbocharged, so you need as much air as possible to get those turbos to do their thing and keep the engine cool at the same time. But I think it's a good height. I'm 6'1". My height compared to the vehicle is not too crazy, but I will be comfortable somewhat working on this without a step ladder unless I need to really get back there. But the engine is seated a little bit further back to add for some better weight distribution. So that's very nice to see on a pickup truck. And of course, you do have a battery up front. I need to say this. It's nice to have a battery up front. Please stop putting batteries in the trunk or the rear or under the back seat. Just leave it up front. But let's go ahead and hop into the back seat. I'll show you what the leg room is like, head room, and then we're going to go ahead and hop up front as well. I'll be right back. All right, here we are. We're at the rear of the vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and step inside so we can talk about, some of the features and the materials that's in here, basically. But let's go. As you can see, step in is pretty nice. Don't have a retractable step, but that's okay. So the door panels on this one, you do have leather up top with some, is it white, is it gray? Depends on how you look at it. Stitching going across. Nice black leather. And you have some suede right here on the inserts, which is actually pretty premium. Like, this is a premium truck. Pickup trucks are borderline luxury. If not borderline, they're absolute luxury at this point, if you ask me. Some more suede-like material right here. Door handle feels very nice. This is a hard touch plastic, but feels very premium as well. The handle is covered in a very nice soft touch plastic. And you do have some more hard touch plastic down here at the bottom. And as for the speaker system in here, you do have a 9-speaker Alpine system. Sounds pretty decent. You don't have to automatically go for the higher system. But they have one if you want it, Of course, your map pockets, they are pretty tight. So good luck reaching your hand in there because I can't really open it like that. But it's there. You have your shotgun shell holders on the back of the seat. So that's nice. You could go hunting to keep them back there, even though that's not really what that's for. But that's what I would use it for. And look at the seats. Very comfortable. Very nice place to sit. Oh my God, this feels absolutely amazing back here. Like, the AC is blowing on my kneecaps right now. It's blazing hot outside. The truck interior is absolutely incredible. You do have these all-weather floor mats that will be thrown in when you buy the truck. Exactly. So, of course, pop this open. You have your armrest with your two cup holders, pretty decent size. They aren't expandable, but they're good enough for like your medium-sized drink from any fast food restaurant. I'm not so sure about the large. Some places have some absurdly large cups when it comes to that. And of course, some more of those speaker grills as well. Black headliner. You do have LED lighting for the rear, which is awesome. And I love the fact that the headliner is black because it just adds that extra premium feel. The seat backs, all leather with some more suede going across them. So thank you, Dodge, making this truck super premium all around. You do have some like fake. It's plastic. It's not wood grain. It doesn't even. At first glance, you would think it would look like wood grain, but it's actually like a unique design. It's not meant to look like wood at all. So I'll take that back. I wouldn't call it fake. It's plastic, of course, but it does feel very nice. You do have two more cup holders in there as well if you're not satisfied with the ones back here. You have some storage down here. You can put your business cards or whatever. And then you have your Type-C USB ports right here. And you do have a home outlet down there as well, as you can see. So it is nice to have. Those AC vents are blowing absolutely maximum right now. I just can't get over how good it feels back here. As you can see, I got headroom. I'm 6'1". I'm a pretty big guy, and I'm comfortable back here. Look at all this leg room. I could lay down back here if I wanted to, but I wouldn't. But a smaller adult will have a ball back here, or a child will have the time of their life in the back seat of this truck. But that's enough back here. Let's go ahead and hop up front, and we'll talk a little bit more about the screen size and everything like that. It's a shorter video. It's not a 3-row SUV like I normally do. You know, those 3 rows, they take about 20 minutes to review because you got to do the 3rd row. You got to show how the seats fold down, cargo space, so on and so forth. Pickup trucks are usually the quickest thing to review because there's not much to talk about in way of trunk space. You get in the backseat for a little bit and then you hop up front. So I like to keep my reviews straightforward and simple. No test drives because you're going to do that anyway. So it's a waste of my time and a waste of your time. Most people don't watch test drives anyway. So let's talk about features, baby. Also, you do have some storage under here as well. You could drop something in there, you know, have something nice. Some more storage up under the seats. I wish I could lift it up for you guys, but, you know, we have the mats back here. I don't want them to fall under the seats, so on and so forth. To give you a better look at the door, now it's more illuminated out in the sun. But let's go ahead and hop up front. All right, we are up front, 2026 Ram RHO. Let's go ahead and turn down this AC before it interferes too much with my mic because it is piping. Not a lot of gas in here. It's only 50 miles of range, but that's okay. I'm just doing a review. I'm not going to race it. I already drove this vehicle. It is very nice, but like I said, I don't include that in the video because it does nothing for me and for you. Of course, steering wheel. Very nice. Feels awesome. We got heated and cooled seats in here as well. My back is like nice and cool right now. Super comfortable sitting down. You have your page selector right here, so you can go through your different pages. Okay. Here's your different controls. And of course, you know, with Mopar products on the back of the steering wheel, you got your tuning and your volume controls and all that. Nice and large paddle shifters. You can hit it from the top or bottom. It's going to do the same thing no matter what on both sides. They feel pretty good too. Nice and metal, cold to the touch. Pretty awesome interior, like I said. You got leather up here. This is hard touch, but this is soft touch. So you got hard touch right here. This middle portion is all soft touch, and then this hard touch towards the rear again. One of those 9-speaker Alpine systems. All right, right there. AC vents, nice and large, pretty sturdy. You have some more storage in there. You know, you can put your family protector in there. Your tried and true buddy. Glove box. Where's my key? Sorry, guys. Just all over the place right now because I did not realize that the glove box is locked right now. There we go. Glove box. It is open now. Pretty deep, not lined with felt, and it is damp. So that's nice to have on a vehicle like this. Very, I would say, you could call it sophisticated or whatever, but I think it's well built for any occasion. You could use this as a family hauler. You could use it as a work truck. You could use it as a fun weekend vehicle, whatever you want to do. Massive, I believe 12.8 3-inch display. Like I said, I try to remember things off the top of my head. I'm not perfect. I have some of the worst memory in the world. So I'll put the actual size in the video itself. But we've been over this already. This is not my first Ram or any truck for that matter from Dodge or Ram with this system. So we know how it works. We know the Uconnect 5 system is absolutely incredible. It's absolutely amazing, very responsive. You have all these different features. You have your auxiliary knobs down here as well. Climate controls, you do have physical buttons, of course, which is awesome. You have your lane keep assist right here. Traction control button right here. You have some more storage up here as well. Wireless charger pad down here at the bottom with a little bit of more storage, but you have enough space on this wireless charger pad to put a pretty big and massive phone. Like, we're talking about huge. 2 USB Type-C ports down here, 2 USB Type-A's, and you do have an aux cord, so that is nice to have. You have your trailer controls right here. And of course, your axle lock, forward drive high, forward drive low. You have your different drive mode selectors, so you can do that right here. So I can press it, and boom, snow, tow, sport, Baja, rock. You have all these other things down here. You have launch control, which I can't activate because it's a new vehicle, of course. Don't want to get into that. You have your lighting controls over here for your headlights, of course, leaving it auto. Electronic parking brake down here at the bottom. And your pedal adjustments. You can adjust your pedals, which is nice. As for the steering wheels, it is manually adjustable. It's only tilt, not telescoping, which is okay. I mean, most people that get trucks like this, I hope you're big enough for that not to matter anyway. Nice display in the middle. I believe it's like 10.1 inches. I will have to post the actual size in the actual video. But I'm satisfied with this. Blacked out Ram logo on the steering wheel. Very nice feeling horn button. Like I said, wrapped in leather. It's extremely nice feeling. You got some more suede on the center console. I'm not sure how this is going to hold up with you leaning your sweaty arms on it while you're going off-road. But that's up to you to hire a detailer to fix. Pretty large storage in here. And of course, you have some measurements right here as well. They help you out doing some work. And you have like a little Easter egg down there with your different Ram models. But as you can see, the storage down here is absolutely massive, guy. Like, it is huge. And you do have some connections in here as well. You do have a home outlet, so you can plug things up, get things charging. Double tier storage as well. Slam that back down, nice and solid. RHO logo on the seats. Fully leather. Nice leather on the side, so you can rest your knee right up against it, not worry about it digging into your knee. It's very comfortable in here. I have plenty of space. Turn around, all that headroom that I have up here. No sunroof in here, but that's okay. That rear window does open and close with this button right here, as you can see. So you can have your fishing rods hanging out the back, or you can have your dog stick his head out the window without having to worry about him jumping out the actual window. So that is very nice to have. I always love to see that on these vehicles. Very nice door handle. Black painted, very solid. The door panel itself, the materials are super nice. And even the plastic doesn't feel too crazy. It's only on the bottom portion as well. Everything up top is either soft touch plastic or leather. So that is awesome. And suede, of course. That's it for this one, guys. Not a whole lot to really talk about. It is a pickup truck, other than the fact that you have a sunglass holder, which is pretty standard on almost any vehicle now. And I say almost because not every vehicle has a sunglass holder. Believe that. Yeah, it's crazy. But it's your boy ChronicTurbo. That's it for me today. Love you guys. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Peace.